Hello everybody and welcome. We are continuing our journey on Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. And we have just gone and explored this completely random system. And we are making our way to Kiava Gamma. Whoops, wasn't supposed to do that. We have, just to confirm, explored all three of these worlds. We did manage to chuck down a Promethium refinery on this one. So let's go straight back to the map. And so, as I said, we want to come across here to Kranach, which has Kiava Gamma in it. So, excuse me. Now, since this is an uncharted system, this is also an uncharted system. Oh, deadly all the way because I do not know a route. I'm sure there's a reason for that. So Adamat 3 is the clear choice. Let's go and make that safe. This route is not dangerous. This route is safe. Go ahead and jump in and visit this new system. We may as well visit them on the way. There's nothing that says we really shouldn't. And Recoliga's plot. Interesting. Doesn't show it as being hostile. We can scan. There's a rather battered looking meteor. What do we have? Adamantine? I don't think we have any of that. Oh, we have a little bit. We've got 6 extractiums. Go ahead and grab that. That was... how much? Oh, there's only 2. Maybe we should have saved off on that. Let's go and have a look at the Recoliga's plot. A ship that once traveled the galaxy is now suspended in the silent void like the gnawed carcass of a giant monster. When the Rogue Trader's void ship approaches, the Vox Master reports an incoming message. A colony of the Imperium subjects have made their home in the bowels of the ship. They welcome the Lord Captain. Sure, let's go visit. Same suspects. I mean, we don't even have Idara to choose from anymore because, well, we kind of put a bullet in her brain pan when she went slightly crazy from the warp. Which, I do regret. I do regret. I mean, you know, not enough to go back. I am playing Dogmatic, and I am going to keep playing Dogmatic, but I still do regret it a little bit. The Voidsman at Arms, not the Man at Arms, the Voidsman at Arms. Hello. Welcome, your lordiness. Please come right in. I'll achieve something. And you nitwits, quit your gawking and get back to work.
An initial survey of the vessel indicates that my exploratory brethren have already performed a requiem right here. Further examination is inadvisable.
Expansion investigate all they had in the family ship.
What about the sagacious marauders rooting around in the guts of this dead colossus of the void? Talk to them. Wisdom can be found.
Okay. Tired-looking woman of indeterminable age, clad in work clothes, breaks off from her task to greet you. She freezes momentarily, clearly unsure how to address you, then says simply, "Your lordship, please excuse me. I don't really know your name. Welcome to our little colony. May the light of the Emperor be with you, and with us. My name's Reta Maximova. I'm in charge here." What is this place? Just call ourselves Reta's crew, and this place is Reta's camp. That's it. We're Recoligas, scavengers in common terms. She does not speak the word scavengers with any kind of disdain. On the contrary, there is dignity in her voice, kind with which one would announce their affiliation with a respected guild or family. Tossing a glance at Pascal, she grimly adds, "And our work is all legal, even though your brethren have no liking for us." Pascal stares dispassionately at Retta with a hint of disgust. Evidently, he has not even considered the possibility that replying to this creature's words could be anything other than heresy. What do you do here? Right now, we're gutting this old heap of junk, slowly but surely. That's a Recoliga's life for you. They drop us off at some decrepit station on an ancient battlefield, and we just sit there for years on end. We look for working tech or valuable materials, whatever else might be useful. If we find anything, we sell it to passing ships. Not the easiest job out there. These wrecks are chock full of all kinds of dangers, but, and I swear it on my plasma torch, is an exciting one for sure. This little bird's got all kinds of bells and whistles. Most of the tech is dead, but we do find working pieces now and again. We spent 2 whole months clearing out this shaft we found. Finished just 3 days ago, actually. And we found this thing, a bit weird looking, but still functional. Perhaps your lordship would like to buy this component from us. I'll bet that big ship you've got could get plenty of use out of it. Present the object, laywoman. Okay, so it's not even going to go and tell me about the object. I either buy it, steal it, or don't bother. Magnus class rechargeable battery. I mean, thank you, your lordship. You'll be pleased with the results. It's kind of embarrassing to offer you this, but over in that corner there, we keep things we don't rightly understand or can't really use. You could send some of your people to check it out if you'd like. Clearly you know more about this stuff than us. You might find something useful. Okay, something in a corner. Got it. They haven't got their own ship. An old worker's hand that got sucked into machinery 3 times and slashed by the plasma cutter twice. We fly with whoever, mostly just taking our chances. Sometimes we get to ride on the promise that we'll pay with what we find later. Other times we find some other means. Risky business, obviously. 5 or so years back, a crew got dropped off at an abandoned station, but something wasn't right with the life support systems. The ship came back to pick them up 2 years later and found nothing but bodies. And 15 years ago, back before I had my first little one, a ship took 3 crews to locations and ran into pirates on the way back. Ships go out on expeditions for years at a time, so it was ages before anyone realized they were missing. It was even longer before they remembered the scavengers. Plus, it took some time to find a ship that could check on them and pick them up. Long story short, all 3 crews had bought it. Yep. Can you tell me anything about this wreck? Not much. We're no eggheads, you know. We're manual labor. It's an ancient thing, pretty dangerous, and we don't really know much beyond that. Before we came here, some tech priests had done their own bit of gutting. I mean, ritualing. Bowing to the spirits, all that. That lot don't tend to leave a whole lot of valuables behind, it's true. But it's way too scary to go in before them. And hey, we dragged a dozen of their broken servitors out of the mines after. The carcasses smell awful, but you can pluck a decent number of parts out of a servitor and sell them. It doesn't seem like there's anything nasty living inside the wreck now, but the wreck itself is barely holding together. You go a couple of modules from here, and that's it. You won't take another step without fearing that a broken reactor might cook you alive, or a whole module might depressurize. Well, it's nothing we haven't handled before, so we're having a poke at it, but we don't have a clue what this ship is, or who it belonged to. Take pride in your trade. Takes skill and luck and a good head on your shoulders. We risk our lives every day crawling on top of these old buckets. If something goes wrong, we die by the scores sometimes. One moment you're there, the next we're gone. Kind of like worker ants. But you know, your lordship, our job also has something, how should I put it, poetic about it. Hope you don't judge me too harshly and don't take it as insolent, but some people, even big people like you, think too highly of themselves. Let's say your ship hops into the warp someday and doesn't hop out of it in time. Around 1,000 years later, another gal like myself who needs to feed her 3 ankle biters, somehow, will be rifling through its remains looking for anything good. That's just the nature of things. Each of us comes and goes, but the way the world works stays the same. We all have our lot in life, and mine is just as good as any other. Of course, dogmatic. There are those who are great and those who are nothing. That is the nature of things. If you say so, your lordship. I'm a simple woman living a simple life, having simple thoughts. And if I happen to blurt out some buncombe, that's just because I'm not that bright. We can take you from here, you know. This is a whole livelihood, your lordship. You take us from here, and what are we going to do? Sit in some hold slaving away? Here we've got our own colony, our own operation. No, this is a path we won't stray from it. Okay. Please don't take it in insolence, but it's not like I have much choice. It's not often that we get well-stocked ships come around here, and we could certainly use more provisions and some warm clothes. And it's something you could be willing to provide. We would gladly barter for it with whatever we can dig up inside this here ship. It's just a respectful offer of trade. Oh, nice. We gained a level. So she said she just offered me trade. Okay. More collection of valuable finds, carefully sorted and packed.
A job for me.
Damage saved, contents similar saves are destroyed when hacking attempts fail. Okay, we need a key. There was something about a box in a corner. Perhaps you can just make out one of these pictures of the Emperor commonly seen in the Coronis Expanse. Maybe we talk this corner?
I better myself through my
Instruction
service.
manual for the duty officer on how to access the safes. You can obtain the codes to the safes, etc, etc, etc. We have that in long form, maybe. Notes on the atrium. Strange memo, handwritten note with a seal. Oh, dump out a cut piece of metal from the materials. Something is propped against the door from the inside. You can hear the piercing sounds of saw and some other things.
None shall stand in my way.
Comes to the ship's dismantled, search for scraps or parts of value. Need a key. Rumors, contracts, quests. I was more hoping for a log of random things I've just gone and read because they don't say on the screen very long. And I have no idea what this one actually said. Something about a manual. You need to disarm the safe and then get a key or something. I would just assume, but I'm really not sure. No, I don't want the tutorial. Okay. Here, this is exactly what. You can obtain the codes to the safes by logging into the ship's cogitators. Okay. That would have been to get past. Cool, we'll take some goods.
It's about time.
Connect to the
The fall
cogitator.
of Reichert Minoris is a blow to all of the Expanse. I imagine Winterscale will be enraged when he finds out.
I nurtured a spark of hope that Europe 5 could still be saved. But now my home is lost. Forever.
What a shameful failure.
Oh, damn it! We did the first two and failed the last one. Although, I feel like we have the code for the safe. We actually just need a key.
A new challenge for me.
Sorry, what now? New challenge? Who only knows? And off in this direction, we have more goods.
We need to investigate.
What are we investigating? More goods.
So now Vladimir has bowed down before the von Valencius dynasty. Interesting times lie ahead of us.
My Shireen has angered two influential nobles at the same time, and both are rogue traders. Impressive efficiency.
Unfortunately, yes, that needs a key. I'm guessing I was supposed to get that from the cogitator. It's a shame. There you go. We did go and get... Jovian pattern class 1 drive. Provides 13 speed along with low acceleration, along with strong acceleration. Pattern, macro battery. Hang on, let's get rid of some of this stuff because it's old stuff. So a lance weapon. The same as what we've technically got. As is that. Okay, we'll keep those because they're equivalent of what we have. So we went and got some batteries, whatever they were. Did we... Oh, 10% of fuel cargo. Okay. Not really actually anything at all then, to be honest. In fact, maybe at least something that could be used on my ship. Okay, so that's Recoliga's plot. Let's skip down to the planet first. Again, that scan. What I really do need is mechanisms. Keep going to say it as if it's the Mechanicus, like... No, mechanisms. We do have some plasteel. Only 2 though, so I'm actually going to leave it. It's tempting, but I've got 15. Vox notification from the Augur crew drowns out the usual noise on the bridge. An Imperial vessel, the Dark Piercer, and its escort ships are headed your way. Your archives make no mention of either the ship or its owner. As you consider your course of action, the ship's captain contacts you first. Introducing himself as the Pilgrim. Captain greets the rogue trader courteously and offers to purchase any information you might have on crystal phlogiston deposits. I apparently can't do this one because I don't have phlogiston. He has not always done the right thing in his life, but once beheld the blessing of the Emperor himself, he has followed a special path that serves to him ever since. That is the path he now treads as the Pilgrim. He knows many of its secrets. He promised to let you in on intriguing rumors that may be of interest to someone with your skills and capabilities. Tell him that is not enough. He's willing to pay in gold and securities for any information on phlogiston. Unfortunately, I don't have any. I have not found any phlogiston. If I find some here now, oof, great upset. Read about burning worlds on Pandora. We do have some Promethean. A decent source of it. Bizarre structure observed from orbit appears to be the ruined estate of a wealthy noble. Further searching reveals the remains of an envirodome, a landing pad, the main manor, and the servants' quarter. It is impossible to determine what exactly happened here. The search team has found something truly disturbing in the main hall. An opulent, clothed skeleton sitting at the dinner table. The table is set with gold plates covered with old blood and piles of bones. The bones on the plates are clearly human. No other remains have been found on the estate. let the holy fire purify it all. I mean, I am playing dogmatic. It seems to make sense. And the ship disappeared, so I'm not coming back here to trade with him again. Which is very unfortunate. So let's go back to void travel. Let's keep going to Kiavagama. May end up being, I feel, maybe one more stop along the way. Try out some new routes. Yep, we're not quite there yet. So I feel like Tenebris Aquae. Make that safe. We are now unfortunately out of warp insight. Is it the system? Clear out this system. And then, oh, that's a very nice system. Oh, we have some unknown ships up there. Go ahead and hit a quick save. And we have an interesting wispy looking Hulk thing going on down here. We can scan. Oh, something's going on. The planet is devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew has made quite a strange discovery. A mirror lying right in the center of a huge crater. A completely ordinary mirror in a frame by all appearances, in pristine condition. Destroy it immediately. Raising clouds of dust that blocks the auger array, confirming the mirror's destruction is impossible for the time being, but it could not have survived such a powerful explosion. Definitely not. Oh, it survived. I guarantee you it survived. Oh, we're stuck on the planet. Vigilant member of the Auger crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Send out a boarding shuttle. Squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Aldari corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste, merely the crew of the now defunct ship. Okay. Yes, he's all kind of claiming to be mining worlds, but we have just 2 more plasteel again. Not going to worry about 2 plasteel. We've got 15, and I want to save the extractarians. And let's go have some void warfare. See what we've got. I'm thinking it's going to be Xenos, as opposed to pirates or chaos.
All stations, report when manned and ready.
The Drukhari have blocked some of your flagship's posts using an unknown Xenos power. Oh, that's rude. Patient Fortune. We've had the Master Cannoneer blocked. The Master of Maneuvers has also been blocked. We've just got the one ship. No, there are 2 ships. We've got this frigate and the Sigil Clash Destroyer, which is kind of hiding behind us. Interesting. Can't quite get a full lock on them.
Batteries.
Oh, a miss.
Another salvo!
Oh, that's not... Oh, we're going to end it right in front of them next to the torpedoes. That's not what I was looking for.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Forward shields, given a bit of a boost. Let's go and cancel that move, and then call that done. I must reach one of the end phase cells. Okay.
Lay in the course.
really, really not worked out that well for me, to be honest. Although I can attempt to actually take down some torpedoes. Took out one. That'll do okay. Digital class destroyer sneaking up on me. As this weird... Nice. It's a good thing I actually was forced to move forward. That means that torpedo has been forced to go around me. Have him come to there. He's no longer got a weird shield thing going. Obsidian Shadow Field. Permanent. Return for the penalty to hit chance when attacking from within 2 cells range. Attacking from outside that range. Field is removed upon firing and has a chance to be re-engaged at the start of the ship's turn or in response to enemy fire that causes hull damage. Oh, interesting. So that's it for the torpedoes. Oh, nice. We've gotten better turning back online. Oh, he's just outside. All of our ranges. No, I can't quite.
Bleed them!
Get him. Range of that. Oh, the shield came back.
Leave the hull strewn across the stars!
Double miss. Where are these guys facing? Oh, kind of right towards me, huh? Nice, torpedoes taken out. I'm not going to restart shields. We are, however, going to put heavy shields on the left. Oh yeah, he's going to be able to hit me this turn. Nah, the plasma torpedoes won't be able to get them. Ouch, ouch, and ouch. Plasma torpedoes definitely will be able to get them now. He's just penetrating like all of my shields. Thank you very much. Let's go and do the old swing run.
Set the course.
This guy shouldn't be any trouble this turn because he is facing the wrong direction.
Fire the lance batteries.
That guy, on the other hand, did a bit more damage. Go and launch some more torpedoes.
Locked.
And that will be me for this round. He said, yeah, he's... Oh, but then again, no, I forget how maneuverable these Drukhari ships are. Wow, he not only managed to get round, he's managed to pretty much flank me. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh, torpedoes are out. Come to here and blow them up. Hopefully I can take out his torpedoes as well as his ship.
Where we tread, the unfaithful foe.
No. torpedoes doesn't get hit.
Fire! Right now! Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Let's see if we can
Onward.
reduce the damage that might be incoming from these torpedoes. Now they are currently facing me. So I am simply going to go and stand right behind them. And let's put my shields on the right-hand side, reinforce that. And then...
Timorous blue shrouds the decks, Lord Captain.
Oh yeah, it's not looking pretty. Leech torpedoes should go quite far away. That's the wing run again.
Lay in the course.
We might actually get
Bleed
taken out
them.
here.
Annihilate them!
And the torpedoes out in that direction. Reinforce the forward shields, though I think he's actually going to get onto my right-hand side.
The time has come.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get on my right-hand side. And this could be it, folks. This could be a void battle death. Woo. Yep, that's an exploded ship. Load last save. Wow. Pretty tough fight. Pretty tough fight. Let's give it one more go. It turns out there was an autosave as we came into combat, so we don't really have much choice on that. Let's give it another go.
Torpedoes locked!
Let's fire at the torpedoes. Yeah, let's go to there.
Fire the lance batteries! Another salvo!
He shouldn't reach me this turn, I don't think. Oh, yes, he will. Maybe my torpedoes. Oh, his torpedoes I think are going to take out, yep, my torpedoes. He's just out of range. I think let's do a swing run.
Set the course! This one's going down.
Happy to keep reinforced shields where they are. Should get one. Oh, he's gonna, if he can slightly turn. Wow, he's got such great movement. Ridiculous. Okay, yep, he just goes straight on past. We should get...
Leave the hull strewn across the stars!
Fortunately, we're struggling to hit things,
Fire
and it's only going to get harder
now!
once they get their shield thing on the go.
Annihilate them!
Drop off some torpedoes, and then I think it's time to get out of here. We don't need anybody on starboard. Let's... Now let's just boogie for this turn. And then let's change our shields to... I mean, this guy's going to do a full sweep. This guy, I'm going to say to the rear. And hope that I've gone and chosen that correctly. I mean, this guy should get right behind us. This guy probably can get right behind us as well. Oh, nice. The torpedoes are at least acting as a distraction. And next time, he's lined himself up beautifully to be shot at. He might not get back to us. Obviously a little bit slower. Okay, unfortunately, the damaged torpedo salvo wasn't quite what I was dreaming of. I'm gonna go for swing run.
Onward! Lead them!
Let's pray and hope. Nice! That's that little gnat gotten rid of. Now he's gonna pretty much come straight for me. He will either swing in front of me or swing to my left. I feel like he might swing... Oh, sorry, swing to my right. Swing to his left. I'm going to go and put the shields on the right-hand side. Go forward
Set the course!
Forward a step and see what he does. Which way is he going to turn? Which way is he going to turn? He won't turn at all. He will drop off those torpedoes.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
And be done with it.
This one's going down!
Yeah, this one's going down. I hope that is correct.
Onward!
The torpedoes shouldn't be able to get me.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Let's keep focusing on that. Now, he could technically go all the way around me, but I'm going to keep my shields where they are. The torpedoes, I don't think... Oh, the torpedoes are just going to take out my torpedoes. And he is going to swing all the way around me. And not quite... Oh, not quite into my range. Put him to range of everything.
Fire the lance batteries!
And let's basically unleash everything we have.
Macro cannons, volley! For the glory of the Imperium!
No
Beautiful.
one can outmaneuver House Orcelio.
That went a lot better than the last time. Ghost plates and flicker field generator. We just go up a rank as well. Let's go ahead and hit upgrade. And what have we got? Shield pulse. Overload the enemy shields, distributing them with their weakest side towards the flagship. The enemy has a hollow field. It loses several of its charges. The pulse can also negatively impact Xenos technology. Flagship fires up its maneuvering thrusters and slides a short distance to one side. Oh, interesting. Allows the use of both abilities of one selected post for one turn. A shallow warp jump in a following direction. Subject net shots gain +2 extra range. Reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. Flagship organs scan the enemy ship to highlight its weak points. All damage dealt to a weak point is increased by 30%. Ship to immediately turn 45 or 90 degrees depending on the ship's maneuverability. Quite like strafe. Think. I don't know. Let's go expeditious reload. Oh, and I get a second one, so then let's go strafe. Done. Posts. Yep, I have upgraded it. Thank you very much. Warp Channeler. Oh, we've got a 45. He's actually -170. There you go. Not that there's anything to be done for that one. We've got 2 on our Master Cannoneer, and we've got 2 on our Master of Maneuvers. Strafe. And the new handling. And torpedo control. And expeditious reload. Done. And done. Go back to the warp map and let's keep going to Kiava Gamma. Hopefully we should be able to go straight there now. We can. Beautiful. We have 1 navigator's insight. We shall use that to at least make the route unsafe. Take it down 1 and then let's warp travel. Good, nothing happened. Bring Heinrichs to Kiava Gamma. That means I have to use Heinrichs, unfortunately, I think. Which I really don't want to do. Hopefully I can just tell him, no, like, you stay here, I'll sort it out. We're in the system of Kiava Gamma, the main industrial world of the Von Valencius dynasty. However, our astropaths report that attempts to contact Governor Gaprak have been unsuccessful. But wait! Lord Captain, a new report. Kiava Gamma is sending a request to exchange data. Should we accept it? Ignore the transmission. We ignore the transmission as you ordered, but the Vox system has detected a dozen more incoming requests. The number is growing every second, and each one is becoming more insistent and stronger. I think I hear something. Oh no. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartment's Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the Void ship. I told them not to do it. It's scrap code. It's evil. Evilness of the warp. The Void ship's bridge, sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by an ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles and emergency lights, one of the officers in frame cries out, another falls to her knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping of Voxes, shouts can only be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with all compartments. One of the bridge officers turns to the throne. Lord Captain, the Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. Decipher the incoming Vox transmissions at all cost. Continue sending orders. To the Vox Master, who is leaning over her station, moments later, a cry of surprise. Lord Captain, our transmissions are being distorted as we speak. Depressurize the lower bays, execute adepts of the machine cult, disable the life support systems. Even if one command gets out, Bajado gives the order to 100% chance, stop the transmission process at any cost. Voxmaster nods curtly and connects the tangles of cables coming from the back of her head to the main Vox station. Spirit of the ship, I beseech thee, shield us from this peril and allow not the heretical signals to pass. Victis enters one command after another. The station groans, shrieks, and sparks under her fingers, and a shock passes through the wires. Blood dripping onto the control panel. The Victis lets out a grinding cry, but does not relent. A few moments later, she crumples. The signals have been blocked. Then she falls unconscious. Scrap code. The voice belongs to an on-deck engineer who has turned to the Lord Captain from his station. We have been attacked with scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint, and it is now running through the ship's veins. Omnisire preserve us. The Voidborn officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumnavigate the Vox barrier. Circumvent. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there is a terminal for an isolated system that might still be UNAF. A loud pop. The pipes over the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air fills the Voidborn. Flings the Voidborn away from the Lord Captain, his body slamming straight through a cogitator panel. The pict frame spins uncontrollably. The servo skull was jolted by the gust. The pict recorder fogs over. The Vox picking up the crackling of electricity and a death cry. Gas on the bridge, a junior attendant shouts and instantly doubles over, inhaling the poison air. The rogue trader. Oh no. 80%. Coercion 75. Athletics 95. Gives the order to evacuate immediately. We will not leave them behind. Success! Yes! The rogue trader personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Get the wounded to the exit. The officers repeat his orders. When the servo skull following the rogue trader reaches the doors, they fall to the plasma cutters and crumble outwards. The rogue trader is the last to leave the bridge. Caruso test succeeded. Leaning on a support beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads towards a goal known only to him. The servo skull follows. The atrium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter about in the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel of the isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstains, and on the floor by the terminal, a tech priest is lying in a heap with his head smashed and technical liquids mixed with blood oozing out of his ports. The Lord Captain decides to take his chances. Tech use succeeded. Beautiful. The rogue trader rips the lower key off the tech priest's Macandrite and opens the cover on the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he is confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screens. Currently, the most frightening situation on the ship is in the arsenal. Some of the distorted commands, despite the bridge's best efforts, still made it into the compartment, and the lower-ranking technomats complied by raising the temperature inside the ordnance depot. The heat is about to hit critical levels and the shells are going to explode, blowing the arsenal and the neighboring compartments to smithereens. The Lord Captain knows where help is needed most. He decides to send officers to the compartment where the situation is critical. Head there myself. I'm going to send the officers because I'm going to stay in command. Via the Vox terminal orders them to deal with the most critical situation on the ship at once. The situation has been brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may be able to conduct a warp jump if you feel we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses. The reports mention only a few casualties that have already been replaced. We lost some of the armory and its auxiliary bays, Lord Captain. The false orders sent from the bridge were carried out to the letter. No one even stopped to consider them. It was the ingrained habit of rigorous obedience that led to disaster. The subsequent explosions obliterated most of the ordnance and service personnel, and also damaged the adjacent decks. Kiava Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we have exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be obtained by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the planet's surface. The time has come to remind you about our agreement, Bahadur. I must be present in your entourage during your expedition to Gava Gamma. I'm counting on your cooperation. Crew is awaiting further instruction. Let's visit the two secondary planets first. This dwarf planet is marked on the Von Valencia's Protectorate charts as Atoll and serves as a backup source of water for the habitable worlds of neighboring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria proliferating in the Atoll hydrosphere, the extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago. But much to your officer's surprise, the August detected an unidentified mining rig deep underground. Presumably, the excavation is aimed at extracting clay minerals near the planet's core, enriched with iron and other metals. 100%. 100%. Contact the Extractium's Vox station. The Extractium turns out to be Incendia Corda's latest investment, whose demesne is located just within a few jumps from the Cranach system. While this world is of little value to the Von Valencius dynasty, your officers see this gesture as an attempt to test the boundaries of newly minted rogue traders' leniency. The Shenasau considers this act unacceptable and insists on confiscating and rebasing this Extractium that was illegally set up in Von Valencia's territory. Magos Pascal notes the unusual composition of Atoll's core. Subsequent development will allow the extraction of rare refractory metals. Heeding his advice, the rogue trader decides to keep the Extractium for himself. The rogue trader graciously allows Incendia Corda to feed on crumbs unworthy of the Von Valencia's dynasty's attention. Destroy it. Orders behead everyone on the illegal mining rig and send their heads to Incendia Corda with the very best of wishes. I'm going to develop it myself. Easily assume control as the frightened workers and a token security who do not even attempt to resist. The Extractium's machines are restarted shortly after. The amassed containers filled with precious ore are delivered to the flagship's cargo hold. Okay, nice. Nice. We're getting plasteel 3. We're not actually... I mean, I shouldn't have to put an Extractium on there. It's already got an Extractium down there. That was the whole point of that little thing. That's why I didn't destroy them all. I could have beheaded a lot of them. Okay, we are going to repair the hull. And then we are going to come down and I'm assuming have a fight with some Chaos ships who are infecting my industrial world with scrap code. How sodding dare they?
The litany of ordnance rings out across our decks.
Well, there's 5 of them. Iconoclast destroyers the lot. We've got 3 on that side, 3 on this side. Gas and dust cloud. When the vessel is inside the cloud of gas and dust, its aiming and firing capabilities are reduced. The cloud also conceals the vessel's position, making it more difficult for enemies to hit that vessel. Specifically, the rogue trader's flagship also has its speed reduced. What's this one? Anonymous zone, its shields are fully restored and have their strength increased. 2 random weapons of the vessel are disabled until it leaves the zone. Additionally, there is a chance of internal fire. Ha! Love it. Where are... Okay, we've got 2 further down here. Infidel class raider, Iconoclast destroyer. Infidel class raider, Iconoclast destroyer.
This one's going down.
Okay, disabled the shields on that side. Love it. Okay, we can't quite get into the cloud, which is a little bit disappointing.
Annihilate them!
Go ahead and drop off some torpedoes.
The time has come.
And then I'm going to put my left shields charge. I'm hoping these guys swing round. I don't quite know their maneuverability, but they should, I think, be pretty good if I'm honest. I can take a few quick steps to my right, not to my left. There's now torpedoes in the way. These guys I'm hoping won't reach me this turn. I'm hoping they're a little bit too far away. These guys, on the other hand, yep. Smart move. Smart move. I can appreciate that. Fires before he gets into the cloud. Torpedoes launched. Okay, where can my torpedoes are going to come all the way back here and attempt to take out this Infidel class raider. Oh, not quite. Did a good bit of damage. Didn't quite
Another salvo!
manage to take him out. Nice, they mostly penetrated.
Fire
Try that again.
Now!
Alright, alright, alright. I'm going to... my starboard, that, yes, that is currently operational. Let's... I don't want to play this. I'm going to come around to here. And, oh, come on, just shy by one square. That's okay.
Onward!
Come all the way around. I should be out of range of these torpedoes. They should go straight past me. I am going to... oh, of course. Oh, that's a shame. Of course, I have less range in here. Range -3. Inside the cloud. A little bit of maneuvering thrusters. And I am going to... I'm not going to worry about my left, although he could swing all the way around. I think my right is almost a guarantee, though. I'm going to put up heavier shields there to defend against the Infidel class raider. And oh, that even then, that doesn't quite put me in range. That's so cruel. One away. All right, so we'll leave it there. Might be able to hit me. Yes, he can. It's one hell of a ranged shot. Oh, a little bit of damage. Not much. Mostly hitting shields. He shouldn't get any shots on me. Oh, I am mistaken. A little bit of shield damage, not much. Corrupted mounted torpedoes, not worried about them. Fully recharged his shields, but he's disabled 2 of his weapons, apparently. So yeah, he shouldn't get any attacks whatsoever. I think he's only got 2 weapons. I'm gonna go and do a slingshot.
Lay in the course.
Then let's start firing.
Bleed them.
Disabled some shields.
Torpedoes!
Torpedoes to the right. That's just inside.
Onward!
Of course, we're not going to be in range of anything. That's fine. We're going to go and charge the shields on our right. Which we actually can't, so we'll go for the rear shields then. I think a few of them might get behind us. And that'll be us. Yeah, good bit of shield damage. Oh wow, he's just asking to be blown up. Oh wow, that last shot did a hell of a lot of damage. As did that, they are punching through our shields. Void ship ram. Unfortunately not, my friend. Go and take out this Infidel class raider. Beautifully done. Let's come up to here and...
This one's going down.
Fortunately, it's just shield damage. It does disable the shields, but...
Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Go on. Duck 2 to the left. Unfortunately, we're not being able to replenish the shields I'd like to replenish. We'll stick you on forward shields for now then. And I want my starboard shields to be replenished. This is, yeah, not going too well, if I'm honest. That's probably, yep, he's going straight through defensive shields. He's probably going to do the same. Although who he technically hits, yes, my right-hand side. Yeah, it's, I'm being quite badly beaten up here, Surely not. Oh, a little bit of damage. They should explode. They can explode if they want.
Decks are reporting hull breaches. Executing damage control.
You don't say.
Set the course. Macro cannons, volley!
Let me see, he's facing away from me. He's kind of facing towards me. He's facing away from me.
Lay in the course. Annihilate
Out
them!
some torpedoes. None of them are in range, so he, I would like to think, won't get to me. He might. He might. I think I have to risk a restart shields. I'm going to jump 2 to my left. Restart those shields. This is, Gonna be painful. This could even not even get another go, to be honest. He, I would like to think, won't be in range. He will not. He didn't even move, which was interesting. Let's go and take charge of those torpedoes once more. Did that destroy him? Yes, it did. Beautiful. Down to, well, 2 enemies. The torpedoes don't really count. Neither of which are really facing me. So if I was to go... Oh, I could go crazy maneuvers and hide in the cloud, but I don't really want to do that, if I'm honest. Let's go and reinforce the forward shields. Must reach the end phase. Void warfare is not a static thing. Yeah, he's gonna get a shot off on me. Oh, he has to. Surely that should damage them. I mean, he just blew up on the same square. I am actually going to stay at a bit more distance.
The time has come.
And reinforce the right side shields. Pop off some torpedoes. Oh, he's come back alive. Okay, it's definitely time to start using the plasma torpedoes for everything. Then take control of those again. Oh, no, no. Whoa, luckily it did stop me. We got it. Beautiful. Down to 1 more enemy. Okay, my movement thing has, however, disappeared. Let's, yep, happily come to there.
Annihilate them! Set the course.
Let's simply keep dancing, to be honest. He is going to be more maneuverable than me, which is, I think, going to do him better in the long run. Just like that. As long as that doesn't go through the shields, we'll be all good. Gonna go for a... We can basically get next to ourselves, so that would... I need a little bit of turn. Might just do me. Oh, I don't have... Can I go head-to-head with this guy? There's a question. In my extremely battered state with 14 hull health, probably not. It's probably going to be a very terrible idea.
Bleed them!
Oh, just outside of dorsal range. You are joking. Put the forward shields up to strength and pray, basically. That did not make it through. Is he going to ram me? Oh, dear Lord. But that could be the end. The shields have held. The shields have held. Have you come all the way around? Then I might just... Okay, no. Range suddenly sucks for some reason.
Lay in the course.
Let's do a quick swing run.
Fire the last batteries.
Yeah, stripping him of his shields.
Unleash our vengeful salvo. The time has
Oh,
come.
whoops. I thought I was taking control of my torpedoes there. Keep the... okay, let's not keep the shields on the front. He might swing round to my right-hand side. Let's go and shield there. He shouldn't get my left or... my reverse side. Damn it! All because I went forward. Well, not because I went forward instead of my torpedoes, but... I definitely doubt it helped. I definitely doubt it helped. Wow, so we're having a bit of fun with Void Warfare. I'm going to go and turn it back around this way, because that's how we started, and that's how I got used to the way the map was. So...
Annihilate them!
Gonna launch torpedoes. Put strong shields on my right-hand side. Call that done. A little bit of damage crept through. It's him on the right. Hoping. Yeah, he'll pretty much just miss. He'll swing round. Oh, he's just going to launch some torpedoes. In terms of which, we've got a Colonist Destroyer, Raider, and Destroyer. Ooh.
Another salvo!
Avoid those shields. Pop through on his weaker side. Just out of dorsal range. No, that's not how it was supposed to go. Oh well. Wow, I would have thought I was more on the front.
Fire right now!
No, I don't like that idea. I think that puts me a little bit too close to torpedo range. Do you know what? Get right. Oh, wait, no, I can't because I've used his other ability. Fine, let's go and... Port side shields, reinforce. Oh, let's go ahead and reload. Ah, it's only my starboard gun that reloaded. Should have come this way and just reloaded. I didn't think I had the reload because it wasn't there when I went to click on it. Ouch. Although that should most definitely hit my strong shields. As will that.
The void shield falters. Brace for impact.
Oh wow, I thought I was much too close for a ram. That's why I stuck myself there. Oh, he's on fire, I think. Eternal fire. Ah. Brilliant. Oh wow, he's just cranking out the torpedoes, isn't he?
Torpedoes locked.
I can't believe he went in. Oh, now I'm on fire too. I'm badly on fire, mind you. I've got two sets of internal fires. I can't believe the guy ran and freaking rammed me. I mean, I shouldn't be that surprised. He's chaos, but still. No, I'm not going to go and waste that there.
Set the course. Macro cannons, volley! Another salvo!
Oh, we are in this wonderful smoke cloud. Oh, we've got torpedoes right there. That still puts me in the cloud. That I think still puts me in his range. Now, surely he can't ram me from point blank range. I don't really like where I am right now, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, he's just going to go and take out my torpedoes. Fair. More torpedoes coming out. Yeah, they shouldn't be a problem in the long run unless I forget about them and they sneak up on me. Oh, the unshielded side. That was punishing. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere near as well as last time. And that's saying something, because last time I got destroyed.
Macro cannons, volley! Another salvo!
Going to do a swing run.
This one's going down.
Definitely want to jump to my left. So that...
The time has come. Fire right now!
Mostly misses.
Macro cannons, volley!
Oh, 1 health remaining. Why is this game so cruel to me? Let's reinforce the right side shields. And that's about all I've got, unfortunately. 1 freaking health. Because of that 1 health, I get all this damage. Ah, I hate it. Keeps doing this to me in normal fights as well. Keeps leaving people 1 and 2 health. Like a little bit of more RNG luck. I mean, literally 5% more RNG luck and they'd be gone. Wow, he has snuck round guaranteed. Oh no, not quite to the open side. We have torpedoes on either side of me. That's always a fun game to play. They all explode. He's just gone and chucked out some more. They'll be able to kill around. They'll be able to kind of kill around. Going to run down this way.
Lead them!
Shoot him on his unshielded side. I've just realized that I very much have to kill him because if I don't, he is on my unshielded side.
Onward.
Okay, so he's dead. I think I'm good against torpedoes. And I am going to... Well, I guess I'll reinforce the rear shields. Although I guess I'm actually going to restart my shields. See what happens. Just 1 health. Get out of here.
The vessel's on the brink.
Yes, it is. Due to this stupid 1 health ship. If I actually destroyed him and this was the thing that killed me, I'd be pissed. Oh, I thought he was going to get a shot off from there. Now, I'm hoping as well that these guys can't quite reach me. And then they will blow up. Yep, that's fantastic. They're gone. Shields replenished.
Annihilate them!
Go and leave some torpedoes behind and then skedaddle, quite frankly. Oh, whoops. I was actually just trying to... Okay, we can't do right side. I'm not going to do front or left side, to be honest. I'm actually going to scoot away ever so slightly. I think he's still going to be in range. Yes, he is. That should be mostly shield damage. They should explode this turn. They should explode next turn. Fair chance we'll just pop out some more. Yes, he will. Have him swing all the way around. Then, just maybe then, it's 5 void movement points. Yes, it is. It's enough. Didn't get rid of him by the looks of it, but almost did. I am simply... Oh, I need to actually run, I think. I'm going to swing around this way. Reinforce the left side shields. They shouldn't be able to reach me. I think my distance is too great. And reinforce shields. I should be able to take him out next turn as well with a macro cannon burst. Yep, I was too far away. And those guys should also be the same thing. And they should just explode now. Dancing in the void, ladies and gentlemen. Dancing in the void. Okay. Oh, come off it. Don't you dare just be absorbed by shield damage.
Leave the hull strewn across the stars!
Don't you dare not let one single point of damage through on a macro cannon burst. Ah, absolute jokes.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Wait, if I was to strafe one to my left,
This one's
I mean,
going
this
down.
will probably all... Oh no, that not quite all. Too much shield damage, basically, but that was all shield damage to begin with. These guys I don't think can hit me. Let's go and... We can't go left, so we'll go forward shields. We can't go port, I should say. So we shall go bow shields. Oh, he's just going to go and drop some more torpedoes. Why do I not have any movement? I'm so confused. Go and quite frankly get out of here. And now we just run away from torpedoes for 2 more turns. Oh, never mind. They all blow up at the end of this round. That's a little bit easier.
A worthy deed.
Thank you, there are no enemies. That was actually quite painful. Oh, we did get something, though. A BG-15 assault scanners. It's... well, it's less hit chance, but more critical hit chance. Interesting. Okay, we definitely needed a lot more than 98 scrap, as we have to spend now about 150 just repairing ourselves. Oh no, we got a lot of our health back. That's cool. Cost us 75. We made a very... I'm actually going to hit cancel, because I think I can for now. Let's go to Kiava Gabba. Begin the scan. And see what we find. Of course, we find a Manufactorum. I promised to take Heinrichs. Can I not break that promise? Did I really have to make that promise? Why would I do these silly, silly things? We are going to take him. We'll take him instead of Jay. She is definitely still the 6th squad member at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I think I would rather have Jay in the squad than Heinrichs. But of course I would, that's why I chose it. But, yes. And we do actually have to do our level up, which I will do as soon as I get the chance. And it's going to be time to be destroying a lot of Mechanicus servants, as they are all very much infected with scrap code. We look badass. No solemn ceremony, no personal meeting with Magi. I fear we are too late and we won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. Binaric areas of alarm stream out of Pascal's Vox synthesizer. In their neurotic broken rhythm, you sense a call to arms and a warning of danger. Remind me of what your mission is on Kiava Gamma. I assumed I would conduct an investigation and track down traces of the cult of the Final Dawn. I believe I can discard that plan now. Both the incident with the scrap code and the manner in which we were forced to land on Kiava Gamma indicate that the situation has taken a turn for the worse. Nevertheless, I must use this opportunity to try to determine what the cult was doing on an industrial world and what specifically interested them on a planet full of sacred machines and the servants of the Omnissiah. First, we must find someone who can tell us what's been going on here. If, that is, there is anyone left here to speak. Okay. Find out more about the cult's activities. Let's go ahead and do our level up first. What have we got? All enemies that do not have the assassin in their line of sight suffer the unsuspecting effect until the end of the assassin's turn. Ooh. The assassin gains plus 7% hit chance and plus 7% critical hit chance against unsuspecting enemies. At the start of the assassin's turn, a new opening is created that an enemy on whichever side is closest to the assassin. Oh, that's not bad. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, the assassin gains plus 20% dodge and dodge reduction against that enemy until the end of the assassin's next turn. Grants assassin plus 5% damage. Whenever the assassin deals direct damage to a target, must pass an agility resistant test with a -8 penalty or becomes slowed. An attack also deals 1 direct damage to the same target. First time in a round, the assassin immediately regains AP spent for that attack. No allies in a 5-star radius around them. They gain plus 10% dodge and plus... I'll take it. And we're going to go and grab... some agility. Our Vanguard. Oh, we're going straight into... We're going to grab some toughness. And then we do it the other way around. All enemies in a 2-star radius around the Vanguard suffer a -8% penalty to dodge against all attacks except the Vanguards. If any of these enemies consider the Vanguard a priority target, those enemies suffer a -11% penalty to dodge instead. Take it. We'll grab the good old bit of ballistic skill. Whenever the bounty hunter scores a critical hit, they gain 5% armor penetration. Is killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter or their ally. The bounty hunters gain unlimited tensile radius around the prey of their agility reduced. It's the armor of the bounty hunter scores a critical hit. The target's armor is reduced. Whenever an ally kills prey, the bounty hunter gains half the bonuses granted by the hunter down prey. They inflict the catch effect on the enemy. Bounty to armor and dodge. Kills an enemy with a critical hit. All allies in a 7-star radius around the target gain critical hit chance until the end of combat. Sure. Sounds fun. Whenever the assassin hits an opening. Oh, very nice. The enemy last damaged by the assassin suffers the witness effect. If the witness does not have the assassin in their line of sight at the end of the assassin's turn, that witness suffers 15% of the maximum base damage of the assassin's current weapon. Huh. No more than one adjacent enemy. Any enemy that moves into a cell adjacent to the assassin must pass an agility resistant test, if possible, and becomes immobilized until the start of the enemy's next... Have any of the following effects. Enemy without hitting the assassin gains plus 6% dodge until the fires of the forge. Plus 3 deflection against the burning effect. Bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Plus 10 position plus 50% dodge reduction with plasma and melter weapons ranged attacks. That makes me want to stick on intelligence. Give him some more ballistic skill. Cassia. Using a stratagem on a frontline area grants all allies in the area plus 20% dodge chance against other allies' attacks. The enemy's lowest priority targets for 1 round. That's in the area plus 3 deflection. With the grand strategist in the same combat tactics area with the grand strategist getting plus 4 perception and agility. An area, a stratagem, all allies in the area, critical zone. Oh, far too much here right now. There are no enemies in the backline area. The first attack in the turn made by every ally in that area costs minus 1 AP. Unknown stratagem and can use it until the end of combat for 0 AP. Allies gain the ability to reposition combat tactics area they are currently in at the cost of 1 AP. Each ally in the rear area gets plus 7% critical hit chance if there are no enemies in a 5-star radius. Frontline area increases all bonuses of combat tactics areas by plus 1 until the end of combat. Combat tactics area for the first time. Some damage from any source of warp damage. Every even turn, the avatar gains an additional action point. Every odd turn, the avatar gains plus 20 perception. Their perception is higher than their agility. Their dodge is calculated using perception instead. Is my perception higher than my agility? And there's a question. Perception is 55, agility is 35. Yes, it is. Enemies moved by the navigator's power source for damage. Navigator heals 7 wounds at the beginning of every turn and gains +1 additional wound for every navigator talent taken. The healing increases by +1 for every creature killed between the navigator's turns. It's actually really good. Massively keep me alive. Well, I'm actually going to grab... I'm going to grab the dodge one, basically. And that's done off my perception. You know what? Let's go and give myself... I think one that I've already gone and got is... Yes, I make a resistance test with willpower. Fellowship and an additional +1 fellowship every navigator's talent or power taken. In +5 resistance tests against warp effects. You know, I think actually considering where we are, that's probably a great one to have. Oh, and 4 ranks for you. What have we got? Use this. Bonus is kept when the Archmilitant uses cautious approach or confident approach. The Archmilitant gains 6 weapons. Sure. Use your skills a little bit. The Archmilitant can make 1 additional attack each turn, including 1 additional attack on the turn this heroic act was used. The first attack after using this ability and each turn afterwards there costs 0 AP. Get an extra AP. We'll grab some weapon skill. Critical damage. This bonus is kept when the Archmilitant uses cautious approach or confident approach. Like weakness, preferred targets. The Archmilitant allies uses a heroic act or desperate measure. The Archmilitant gains +1 and +10% damage on all attacks until the end of combat. Sure. And let's go and give you yet more weapon skill. There you go. His weapon skill's now up at a beautiful 55. That's a bit better. And let's, for instance, quickly look on this guy. And the snapshot rifle is probably what he's going to keep there. What's he got here? Mastercrafted Power More. I think that's pretty much what you keep in there too. Manufactured sword can add to cargo. Soul Pattern Chainsword is not that great anymore either. Add that to cargo. Our maintained axe can go to cargo. Oh, hello. Very much so. You need to get your replacement axe on the go. Going to add that to cargo. Sin skin, you've probably got a lot better. Yes. Get rid of that out of the way. Marksman rifle, I assume that's probably what I've got equipped. Nope, rebel sniper rifle, even better. Combat shotgun could be a lot more fun as I'm potentially going to be moving Pascal in. Although, well, no, what I really wanted was... I don't have flame weapon proficiency. That's mental. Plasma pistol, plasma pistol. And you're using a full-blown arc rifle. Can you use a plasma pistol? Unfortunately not. Neither can these two. Pascal's the only one who can. Bit of a shame. You know what? Let's go for it. Okay, we'll leave that there, I think. We reduce incoming warp damage by half for each point of deflection. Sure. Plus 50% bonus to Law Imperium. You've got a whole wonderful 25. You've got a beautiful 65. You're probably the winner. I don't really care about you. What are you on? 30? 35. Yep. Plus 14 to Medicae. Deals warp damage. The damaged character also suffers burning. You've already got a necklace, which I'd rather keep on. Using reload for any weapon costs -1 AP less. It counts as an attack of a different type than the previous attack for the purpose of versatility. Okay. Done. A little bit of equipping done.
Victory awaits!
The machine god grants
Done.
the insight.
Oh, I hate it when you get two routes. You just don't know which one to take. Oh. Hi, boys. Well, you appear as if they're performing some elaborate and confusing dance. One of the servitors jerks and tries to turn in your direction. The rest immediately repeat the motion. Complemented by a grating sound, dull clicks just at the edge of your hearing coming from an unknown source. Observe it. These were designed for precision work on an assembly line, possibly circuit production. The number of high-quality, expensive augments in their body greatly exceeds basic standards. It's slowly reaching towards you. Strike its hand. Breaks off the servitor's arm cleanly at the joint. The arm falls to the floor, but the servitor does not notice. It pokes the air with its stump, then goes still. Find the source of the repeating clicks. On the back of one of the servitors, a tumor oozing with murky ichor is growing straight through the augments. The relays coated in inflamed tissue are blocked, hence the reason for the persistent clicking. A mutation in a servitor. Tech priests typically reject the use of flawed soft tissue for their constructs. Perhaps something has caused this aggressive growth, and quite recently. Medicae -5. 60% chance. Hey, got it! Cut away the excess flesh from the mechanism. The liberated relay lets out a rapid burst of clicks, and then a spark flashes before your eyes, and something begins to hum deep inside the servitor's flesh. Servitors stop moving, lower their arms, and turn to you. Crew 24, second lane of the Manufactorum, commencing work. State your request. Voice is coming from the Vox built into its throat. Deactivate your service is done. Okay, I think I potentially just avoided a future fight. At least that's what I'm going to go for.
Follow my lead!
View the log. Contents collected by the previous operation. Using your access, you study the archives and the stored cogitate logic. Oop, chance of 0. 78% chance. Well, hey. False query, crafty manipulation controls, and you get what you want. The instrument terminals have already been replaced, and the material delivery systems are being prepared for divine transformation. The execution of the new procedure has been delayed, for there are some in our ranks who doubt the words of the Fabricator Sensor and his Votaries. And there are some who are not susceptible to the enhancement protocol that carries our tech comrades to enlightenment. May the deliverers of fate be merciful to them. Inaction is death, and I must be returning to our great work. Praise be to the truth that will reveal the path to the knowledge shrouded in darkness. Praise be to the Omnissiah, whose might and power transform dead metal to make the manifest and holy visions of the machine god. The new protocols received at the synod from the Great Fabricator Center have been executed, despite those who shuddered at the thought of changing a standard procedure. Embolden your hearts, those whose inner weakness breeds errors in personal calculations. For the Fabricator Center is the conductor of the higher will and the wisest among us. Today at the Supreme Assembly, the Fabricator Center unsealed the vaults of the sacred designs and committed those deemed redundant or heretical to purifying disposal. Today, dozens of standard procedures were lost, to be replaced by new ones which the Fabricator Center will deliver to those who demonstrate the greatest devotion to serving the truth. But the data banks contain no notion of truth. Could there have been? May the all-knowing one, the gracious keeper, forgive me, an error in the fabricator sensor's calculations, and he meant to say, serving the quest for knowledge. Step away from the cogitator. This one gonna give me the same. Local data crypt with contents collected by previous operators, machine spit itself. Okay, step away, pretty much the same thing. Alright, well, we found a room full of
I won't tolerate
malfunctioning
weakness.
Your mind is
servitors.
swathed in blue-grey smoke, Master Van Calox. A heavy color for heavy thoughts, I presume?
You are a dangerous person, Lady
16 universal
Orselio.
laws of mysteries.
All navigators are, but your abilities place you in a special category.
Can I kind of like equip this to, No, I don't think so. I think it's just a...
It's about time.
Anything to be found over here? Nope, let's keep going forward. Oh, hello. We've got someone. The lumps protruding under the text piece of bedraggled red robe hint at the mechanisms implanted in his body. You see his haggard and sickly face under the archaic respirator augmentic. Aye, a click, a clank, a barely audible hiss, and only then the tech priest's voice finishes the word. Identification. Request denied. Registering anomalous behavior within the servant's organics and an invalid noosphere response. This unit is compromised. Chances? 70. Eesh. Ooh, we succeeded. You carefully study the robe-clad figure. A black border of necrosis spreads out from around the tech priest's implants. For some reason, his body is rejecting the true flesh. A moment later, you recognize the dominant smell in the bouquet of scents permeating the air around the tech priest, the stench of rotten meat. Who are you? Magos Custos of the Machine Sanctum Tier 2. Identification. Where's the fabricator sensor? Denied. The irregularity demands execution of Protocol 3942 in accordance with the fabricator sensor's decree. Anticipated process disrupted. Execution of disposal protocol recommended. The sensors are hit by a fetid wave of rot.
Take a knee
That's fun.
and bow before me.
What have we got here? Volatile servitor. That means he's going to explode. Volatile self-destruct. Okay. And then the Magos Heretic. Do the same. No, corrupted Magos. Okay, so Pascal's going to come forward to deal with this guy. Genta's going to go there with Cass next door. Abelard goes forward. Then Pyromates can come across here and help with this Magos. Start the battle. Okay, let's set our zones. Front line. Who gets to go first? One volatile servitor and the corrupted Magos. Efficiency and dodge and 20% dodge reduction. And let's... I don't know why it always does this to me. It won't let me have it the way round that I ever freaking want it. Like, it won't ever let me get both of them. We're going to go and put Argenta
I'm not
into it.
accustomed to being ordered around.
She is the more useful of the two in this scenario anyway.
I
But
am a
Abelard-
navigator, not a servitor.
In the voice of command, we're going to go and give Argento an extra turn because she's the only one that can actually do much right now in terms of being in range. Volatile Servitor.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Volatile Servitor.
As the
and
Emperor commands, I act.
Volatile Servitor. And so then... How do we do on multiple scattershotting? We do on a hitting my own people is what we do. We won't do that one quite yet.
Doubt is for those you, my Emperor.
Did you see that? I missed my target and I hit the Magos for 71 damage. No, wait, was that 7 and a 1 damage? Couldn't have been 71, he hasn't taken that much. Yeah, he took 7 damage. I thought I saw 71, I was like, that is ridiculous. I'm not going to use Furious Recital yet. I think I can use that next turn to great effect. We're going to go and...
If I may,
bring Bahadur up to hold the line with Abelard. So there's no point in get back in the fight. That'll be you for now. Let's go and...
As the Emperor, this is why I was chosen.
She gets so very happy shooting things. Let's add some greater effects. Let's hit run and gun. And let's get another shot off. Okay, that'll do for now. I think next round I might run forward and unleash some bolt rifle. Ouch.
Out of my way!
A big ouch.
Go down easy.
So we've got the target gains plus 10 strength and toughness until the end of combat. All allies in a circle with a 5-star radius gain plus 1 resolve until the end of combat. Well, then Might for a crushing strike. The next move attack pushes the enemy away. Deal 100% against Chaos Worshippers or Tukari, and 100% against demons, and by plus 50% if the enemy has already damaged the Psyche or any of the Psyche's allies this combat. Next attack this turn will cost 0 P and will not count towards the attack limit per turn. Plus 10
For the
strength and
throne's
toughness.
glory.
You can have that. Everybody bar me, you can get plus 1 resolve. Much too close for a charge. Let's go ahead and hit Endure, though. Next turn, MP reduced by 2. Take... 1 step forward. gonna go and say, you're my sworn enemy. Gonna go and say, swing away.
I will do my duty.
Beautiful amount of damage. I want
Victory
to...
is imminent.
Defensive stance. I'm not going to taunt because
It
I
will
think
be
they're all
done.
going to attack me anyway. I'm going to endure. And
At your beck and call.
brace for impact. I think Abelard's about to have a lot of attacks against him.
Target well struck.
Parry and very well struck. Parry once again, very well struck. Beautiful! Abelard has just gone and done about 150 damage this round. That is fantastic. Right.
Not a problem for me.
At all costs,
Suits my purposes.
go and open up a point of
All
attack.
too easy.
Strike him once, and also go and make him my sworn enemy. And let's go and strike him again. Beautifully done. Let's
Suits
go and
my
endure.
purposes.
Done and done. Pascal, Pascal, Pascal. What have we got? What have we got? Let's...
Running binaric override.
Let's go and expose
Request approved.
their weaknesses. Minus 6% armor, minus 4 deflection until the end of the assassin's turn. Then go and attack him. 54 damage. I can live with that. And he's bleeding for 6 per turn.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Ouch! Okay then. Let's not gather up too much because this guy has freaking grenades. I'm gonna go and stick myself behind here. And... Can I get Abelard from where I am? No, okay, fine. Let's go and...
Emperor, give me strength.
Abelard to... Going away again.
I will do like gray hair, sure hand.
Beautiful! Abelard is doing his job with beautiful efficiency. And I have absolutely no complaints. Get back in the fight. Bit of extra healing. Quite a bit of temporary wounds. I'm going to come up to here. I'm going to lidless stare these guys.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Protect the fallen.
I forgot they blew up. I really forgot they blew up. That, okay, that was a bit shocking.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Yep, that
As the
happened. Keep on
I'll do
shooting.
it.
Okay, we've stopped getting through now.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. Okay.
Integrity failure detected.
I won't object to it.
Put some strength on yourself. So yeah.
Naturally.
Cool. Yep.
It will be done.
I am a little bit taken aback by the large explosions that I completely forgot about.
At your beck and call.
This guy has a lot of armor. I'm gonna stand in front of his exposed weak point from being an assassin.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Running binary override. Request approved.
Let's go and bring away.
My vow is to serve.
Oh, I still don't think it's going to quite be enough.
Your Aegis, O Emperor. Rejoice in battle! Injuries will not slow me.
Manikai kit on yourself.
As the Emperor commands, you, my Emperor!
Okay, we were potentially given a little bit of luck there.
Let's see to it. But of course, your reckoning is due.
Okay, so the corrupted Magos is dead.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
They are.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Indeed. No matter the cost.
Okay, let's go and get extra attacked. And let's start swinging away. We're not doing much damage.
At your beck and call.
We will simply keep chipping away.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent.
With everything we've got.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
That simple quick shot. We're just going to leave it at that. That's what I was
An
hoping we'd do. Move to the
exemplary
corner.
Time to prove my mettle.
He actually just shot himself. Let's go and Add more
Guided by
effects.
faith.
Concentrate
it.
fire. And then... Wow. Try to make it as point-blank range as possible. Guess that wasn't to be. Let's go and give everyone some resolve.
I need a foothold.
Yes, Abelard's too far. Oh, no, he's
For the
not.
throne's glory.
I think Abelard a bit rougher and tougher for now.
Naturally. Let's see to it.
I really can't believe I did that and blew them all to Kingdom Come. That was, very silly of me.
Follow my lead. It will be done.
Again, let's mark him as a sworn enemy.
Indeed.
And let's swing away.
Explorators know one route. Forward.
Nice, still got the hit off. What's the point I should be doing? For this.
Not my worst day. Yet.
He is still standing. Now,
Faith without deeds is
do we think we can do
worthless.
better this time? And maybe get more than one hit?
I'll do it.
Hey, 2 hits!
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory. Nothing stands against me.
Keep striking. Let's hit endure. I'll walk up to him and
tactically
hit
sound
him.
approach.
Can't quite reach him with Pascal.
Running by Nerrick
90% chance to kill.
Function successfully terminated.
That was a rough start. Gotta have some good loot. No, he's got virtually nothing. He's not really got anything worth it either.
None shall
Is it
stand
by any
in
chance
my
possible
way.
to quickly pop to my ship without breaking this? Let's have a quick find out. I'm gonna hit quick save. Just to heal my injuries, because I blew myself up, which was idiotic and stupid. And as I'm right at the beginning, I may as well continue with 0 injuries. Let's accept as we were. And let's try this again. So yeah, volatile servitors explode. It's definitely a key point to remember. Let's go up. Can I see what's on? Oh wow, we've got growth going on everywhere. That thing needs to be destroyed, as does... Oh wow, all of these things.
Victory awaits.
There is corruption everywhere.
Over there.
There's explosives on the ground.
Never doubt me.
Beautifully done. Blood mixed with machine oil is barely visible on the dark floor. Oh, interesting.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Yep, that's nice. Go over there. A little bit of steam damage, but not much. Go to disarm the trap.
Duty prevails.
Dark patches can be seen on the floor as though they are smudged. Going to hit a quicker save because we have. Oh. The Lex mechanic here. A small, heavily augmented man in a filthy, tattered robe stands before you. As you approach, he hesitantly looks up at you, his eyes filled with horror. A portable inscriber with a keyboard hangs from straps at his front, and you can see a detached cerebral cogitator peeking out from under his hood. Have nothing to fear from us. Deus Mechanicus. He heard my prayers. I thought I was alone in a kingdom of madness and depravity. Please save me. Tell us who you are and what happened to you. I am Manufactorum Lex Mechanic Zeta 86. I performed the rituals for the machine spirits of Foundry 95. Up until we started going mad. Priests devoted to the Omnissiah suddenly started praising the dawn of something or other. They stopped the bouts, and then they desecrated the visages of the sacred machines with unholy symbols. Some of them resisted, the others grabbed them, tied them up, and then they turned their implants to heresy. I saw the madmen, my former tech comrades, deliberately connect those poor souls to corrupted cogitators. I watched as they were infected with scrap code, and did nothing to stop them. I am recording a violation of the commandment of thine own forge, be a true sentinel. Apostate Zeta 86, your accesses are hereby revoked. Proceed with your report. I didn't avoid it. They performed the same procedure on me. I felt the touch of unholy code. I allowed it to control me. I abandoned my sacred post and followed one of the traitors, serving his will and gathering all the data for his blasphemous experiments. I was driven by an unholy impulse coming from the depths of my auxiliary cogitator, where the code had lodged itself. Before I found a way to throw off the compulsion, I witnessed horrifying heresy. The extraction of true flesh and its decomposition on altars, perverse procedures that resulted in herotechnical abominations. I even accompanied a fallen Magos to the fabricator sensor himself and attended the unholy mass he led personally. It was a wicked ritual full of willful deviations and blatant inaccuracies, all to create an ungodly monster in the name of the final dawn. Praise the gifts of the Omnissiah, I managed to disconnect my external cogitator, which I used for primary data processing. The machine is corrupted. The scrap code is locked inside it, like a beast in a cage, but anyone who tries to look inside will fall victim to the heretical program. My primitive brain has been marked by corruption. I still see their silhouettes, hear their interference. I sense the malfunctions in my augmetics, but I was still saved from the great sacrifice. Oh, blessed are the workings of the Omnissiah and his benediction that shelters the weak from evil. You see his hand casually stray to the handle of his weapon, but the interrogator is in no hurry to act. You mentioned a monster that is being created. No, not those constructs that are melted down in furnaces and sent into the depths of the Manufactorum. It is some kind of semblance of a cogitator, a nightmarish parody of a sacred machine, powered not by the Omnissiah's grace, but by the unholy spirit and life force of the unfortunates imprisoned on the lower levels. I don't know much, except that fabricator sensors saw that machine as special. It was special to him and to the crazies who defiled the Omnissiah's abode, and their obscene blasphemy. For the final ritual, he even called upon one of the Astartes heretics who arrived at the Manufactorum after the start of the uprisings. He did something terrible, and only after that were they able to switch the machine on. It is a true abomination. Even standing near it is unbearable. I believe that even those who have been deprived of the Omnissiah's grace still feel its influence on them. Its monstrous power utilized for unholy computations and chaotic calculations. Whatever that cogitator might spew out at the end of its cycle, no righteous soul should accept its heinous offerings. You mentioned someone imprisoned on the lower levels. The lay servants of the main units. They live in isolated segments under the sacred machine halls. I heard they were locked in there after the takeover. Then my crazed brethren changed the system for disposing of slag waste and covered the machines in cursed symbols. The Lex Mechanic hesitates. After they started the cogitator, they dragged the survivors out of the segments under the machine halls. Well, what the survivors had turned into. Happened to survive. I am a Lex Mechanic. Gathering data is the purpose of my existence. That's even what they used me for. They used me against my will. The scrap code turns everyone into their slaves. Before I rid myself of the cogitator, I was forced to serve alongside those who perpetrated these atrocities and witnessed their obscenities. How did they behave? Replacing free thought and progress with blackest corruption. I witnessed them desecrating structures blessed by the Fabricator Sense himself. Though what do the blessings of that rotten traitor count for now? Like men possessed, they set upon sacred instruments and assembled shells and nodes that didn't match any diagram or blueprint I've ever seen. Servant of the Omnissiah, I must know more about the final dawn, the Fabricator Sensor, his mass, and about this machine as well. I could give you the coordinates, but even though I was present for many blasphemies committed by those heretics, all the details that were captured and processed by my true flesh are in the augmetic that was corrupted by the scrap code. I'm convinced that if I hadn't fought off that foreign compulsion in time, I would have been doomed. The corruption would have spread by biological cogitator as well. I swear that no devout tech priest should come into contact with what's hidden in that once sacred device. And the still intact connectors protruding from under the Lex Mechanic's collar, the corner of his mouth twitches involuntarily. And once he does, he sighs heavily and looks away. Heinrichs, what are you thinking? There may be a way to retrieve the cogitator's contents via another device. Even if the very idea of exposing a holy machine to the scrap code wasn't profane in itself, my augmetics are not universally compatible. They cannot be connected to another machine spirit. They were created to interact within the system of my true flesh, to innovate my compulsor unit and output data via the inscriber. Once I am safe, I swear that I will immediately perform a cleansing rite and destroy... In other words, there was only one way to extract the data stored in the cogitator. Lex Mechanic could have been privy to conversations that are vital to investigating the cult. We need the contents of that cogitator. No, anything but that. I'll die. No, it'll be worse than that. I'll succumb to the corruption. I'm begging you. Please, I'd rather be burned as a heretic than have the scrap code in my biological cogitator. Almost as if he is reconsidering. In failure to offer any resistance against the enemies of the Omnissiah, Unit Zeta-86 lost the grace of his machine rank and was recategorized as a resource of the Manufactorum. The defilement and torment of said resource, if committed to advance the struggle against heresy, will not be deemed an apostasy or malefaction against the living soul. Upon expiry of the unit's utility, disposal is recommended. Dogmatic it is. It's what we're playing. For the good of the Imperium. I think next time I'm going to go Iconoclast, because it seems to generally be for the idea of saving people that makes sense. And I really want to play that way. Pitying the babbling Lex Mechanic, Heinrich uses his free hand to feel for the connectors of the external cogitator, then for the socket at the back of his captive's neck. The Lex Mechanic struggles a few times, but when Heinrich twists the reel of the cogitator's hanging wires, the Lex Mechanic lets out a chilling howl and arches his back sharply. His hands twitch and leap to the inscriber and begin typing furiously, pounding on the keys with huge force. Cassia, who has been stoically observing everything, flinches and averts her gaze when the Lex Mechanic starts crushing his own fingers into a pulp. The scroll that creeps out of the inscriber's printer continues to grow, undulating in waves of parchment that settle on the floor. The crunch of breaking bones can scarcely be heard over the hammering of the keys. After several minutes, the Lex Mechanic fingers are well and truly crushed, and blood is splattered over the inscriber. But that does not stop him trying in vain to press the keys with the scraps of bones and skin that remain. Heinrich tears off the parchment and skims his eyes over it, sometimes frowning and looking away as though his eyes are paining him. It will take time to study this in full, but at first glance, the data from the Lex Mechanic's cogitator suggests something of the nature of the cult's major preparations. Refitting the Manufactorum, accumulating resources, mentions of focus points. These are preparations for a large-scale chaos ritual. It appears the local cogitator, whatever that may be in actuality, is one of the key points in the list. We can learn more if we find the construct that was created on the Fabricator Sensor's orders. The coordinates are here. It is located here in the bowels of the Manufactorum. We had better hurry. Poor Lex Mechanic.
A new challenge for me?
Okay, so we can go down this pipe. Or what was... Ah, no, this is a dead end. Let's hang on. Let's quickly come up here. 57%? Alright, we'll have a go.
Operation
Done.
successful.
Secondly, we actually got a pair of gloves and a grenade from that. What's the gloves? One second. They were these ones. The wear against plus 10 ballistic skill and plus 25% critical damage. What are you currently wearing? Ooh. Plus 5 bonus attack use and increases damage from flame weapons used. I can't use flame weapons, so... You know what? Let's go for it. You do use ballistic skill as well.
It's about time.
And I'm also going to go and hit quick save, because I don't want to have that conversation again, quite frankly. Okay, down we go. Is the steam going to stop? I don't think so, so I guess I just run through it. I mean, was this... Didn't look like I could turn anything off up there. Oh, no, cool. No damage from the steam. Athletics, 100%. Because I am an athletic son of a gun. Oh, wait, this is back at the beginning. 85% chance of getting back up. I feel like we need to get over this. But I don't know how we do that. Okay, I think I came the wrong way. Because there was, just to confirm, there was a room there which is a dead end, and that is us.
Excellence matters.
Excellence does matter. I guess this was simply another way up, which means...
None shall stand in my way.
Wait, let's be careful. There is steam going off everywhere. Or perhaps of that, I go back to my ship and we go to a different part of the Manufactorum. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
I rise to the occasion.
I'm really not entirely sure. We do need to go into the bowels of the Manufactorum. Let's return to the void ship a second, see if I have a second location to get to. No. Nope, still just Kiava Gamma. Interesting. Interesting.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
So let's...
I did fine.
Yeah, you did. Let's come back up here. We're not coming around here. Not lowering anything from here. This is just a little death corridor to get us back to the beginning. And then bring us around here to use the elevator. Okay, I'm game. Like I said, I feel like I need to get over to here. Oh, quite sure. How I would do that. There seems to be a whole lot of stuff down here as well. Oh no, can't quite get down there. Not quite getting down there. Oh, Demence! Nice to meet you. Because this does... There you go, I've got a few people pinned to the walls, heretically. Very heretically. This does kind of come from where I need to go, I think. Where do I need to go? Yeah, down this way. No, not down this way. Sorry, I've lost myself a little bit. Where am I? I mean, yeah, kind of. That'll all flow on from there, really. I need to get over here. Like I said, it's interesting because the lift is most definitely up. Okay, very odd.
Victory awaits!
We've done this. We've kind of come full circle.
Done.
We jump down. Come over here. We look over here. And we're stuck. We're not making it across this path.
I rise to the occasion.
Go back up. Let's run back through here then.
A new challenge for me.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Back through we went. Because there was nothing there. There's nothing through there. Nope, that's just something that's actually on a different level.
It's about time.
And that's going to be something all the way down on the floor. Oh, just like that. Right where I was. Let's go back down. Alright, alright, alright. Technolinguist starting with obscure symbols gives you a headache. Staring at the obscure
None
signals
shall
gives you a headache.
stand in my way. What is that?
What is that? That's the 16 Universal Oils, the warnings. What that is. Oh. Oh, hello. Is that the Fabricator? Because he looks big and ugly. Yep, oh no, Fabricator Sensor Cubus Delphim, the massive Magos clad in ritual garb, lets out a Bonaric trill and turns to you. From beneath the deep hood of his mantle, two dimly lit eye implants gaze at you. You hear another binaric tirade, this time clearly addressed at you. What did you just say? Primitive creature devoid of true knowledge. Could it be one of the slaves who escaped imprisonment? Kneel, servant, for the master of Kiava Gamma. I am giving you 5 minutes, no, not to beg forgiveness, to speak your last words and offer your final confession. Yep. You're one of the troglodytes who once had the goal to oppress my comrades and resist my will. A messenger from the barbarian who drank the sacred unguents bestowed upon her through others' toil. Very well then, your appearance is perfect opportunity to teach your ilk a lesson. My name is Kubus Delphim. I once held the title of Fabricator Censor of Kiabagama Manufactorum, but I rejected it, along with the other fetters that hindered progress. Once my faith was flawed and led naive fools from the cult mechanicus into the darkness of ignorance. Now I am this world's master and serve the true gods. You tread upon their territory and you do not number among their legion servants. Therefore, you must subject to be immediate disposal. As the senior functioning member of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Explorator Pascal Hanuman, declare this temple to the machine god compromised and forthwith forbid all service within it. I dethrone the Fabricator Censor, the ignorant heretic who has betrayed the Omnissiah, and condemn as anathema any and all standard procedures implemented by him. Let the cycle of blasphemous operations he has put in motion be discontinued. Pascal switches to binaric and you hear dissonance burgeoning in the depths of the Forge Cathedral. Some of the giant mechanisms heed his order and go still, while others, obeying the Fabricator Sensor's will, continue their work. Crashes, explosions, and the clanging of crumpling metal signify that some dissent among the machines has interrupted the Manufactorum's production cycle. Hanuman, liar, you are not him. Demence Hanuman obeys me. His mind is open to the voices of the void, and the scrap code he created protects my world. And I'll not have you, rusted refuse from the misfit caste of explorators, call me ignorant. This statement is false. Your regalia have been revoked, and you have been deemed defective and will be eliminated. Initiating heretic search. Designation: Demence Hanuman. I wish to execute the retribution procedure. I have seen what you have done to this world and its poor people. I will not allow it to continue. You may be driven by your will to fight, but know this: Kiabagama has already been converted, its lines have been restructured, and its servants have already tasted the fruits of progress. In the crucibles of this manufactorum, torrid liquid metals will be used to forge vessels for sacred spirits. The adepts are already tirelessly delving deeper into numerous mysteries that were once barred by false tenets. You, servants of fake gods, are too late. The entire might of this world will soon rise up against the anathema and his slaves. So many open ambitions of heresy and so few sentences. Sister, how many death sentences would you say his words warrant? I cannot answer that, Master Van Kalux. It is not my duty to measure the guilt of heretics. When the Adepta Sororitas appear before enemies of the Imperium, it is time to fire, not count. And now is one of those times. Check the chronometer. Your 5 minutes have passed. I hereby sentence you to death and will be the one to carry it out. When you're killed, you leave behind plenty of useful spare parts. I think I'll make a portable recaf machine out of you. In the name of the Golden Throne, I will stop you and those who follow you. You assume too much, thus rendering your conclusion invalid. Comrades, purge the Manufactorum of any random variables. I must prepare for the culmination of our great work. Let their blood mix with oil. Oh, we're being sent round to have people come and kill us. Are we straight into a fight? Truth conceal the path from the empires. Okay. Okay, we're not actually in a fight yet, but we're about to be, I'm pretty sure. And so, on that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and leave it there. We have come to the end of the stream, and this feels like a good point with which to give it the pause. And so, on that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope